The purses have been improved. The as you mentioned, they're tinkering with the system. I mean, it does seem that the PGA Tour has reacted in a way that makes it seem that the LIV Tour has a point. Davis.
Well, there was a good point that Greg brought up in 1994, and Greg wasn't the only one. There was other top players that agreed, hey, we need some smaller field events. So we came up with the World Golf Championships. Mm-hmm. The players asked for. Now they're saying, hey, we want more opportunities to play in big tournaments and not have to play 40 weeks a year. So yes, we are reacting. We've been working on the fall schedule, the new schedule, the $25 million tournaments for over 2 years because there is this undercurrent of, hey, we have a lot of tournaments, but we need some more elite tournaments. So change is good, and we will they just passed a new schedule for next year. Some guys aren't happy with it. They passed a new system for the playoffs, and after the playoffs, we're not going to have a wraparound season next year. We always make changes. Look at NASCAR. How many times have they changed their playoffs? They're trying to get it right. They're trying to do the best job of having an end to their season for their fans and for their athletes. I love watching NASCAR. The playoffs are exciting. The PGA Tour has tweaked their playoffs 2 or 3 times, and we're not against doing it again. But, yes, we're reacting to the market, and if the players want it and the fans want it, we can react and have bigger, different tournaments. But since 1997, when Tiger Woods started playing, we have grown exponentially. The future is incredible. The Tour just did a little exercise, and if my career, say Cam Young played my career as a rookie starting right now, I made $58 million in comprehensive earnings, official, unofficial, retirement. Cam Young had my career starting now, he would make $615 million from the PGA Tour. There's incredible opportunities for these guys to make a lot of money. Patrick Cantlay made $22 million on the golf course last year. There's plenty of money, but it's chasing the dream. I'm trying to break the record for most PGA Tour events ever played. There's all kinds of goals out here to play for, including trying to play on the President's Cup team, which is coming up in Charlotte. So a lot to play for out here, and it's just unfortunate that a few are taking the money and don't get to play for that, don't get to play in the President's Cup this year.
Davis Love III here on the Rich Eisen Show. So what's the future? Because LIV does appear to be here to stay. It's not going anywhere. The money behind it is certainly bottomless, and the players that are on the LIV Tour are significant. There's no question about it. I mean, I'm not a fan of the format and the way that they've come out of the box PR-wise, to be honest with you. I mean, you just heard prior to we started chatting, Davis Love III, that Greg Norman, when asked about criticism, says he doesn't care, but he's trying to grow the game, which doesn't sound like somebody who's trying to grow the game if he doesn't care about the criticism. So where do we go from here, Davis?
I don't know. And again, Dustin Johnson is a friend of mine. He's a great teammate, great player for me. I hope Dustin Johnson is happy and successful. I don't hold it against them. They can go play those tournaments. The thing is, they can't come play in the FedEx playoffs. It would be like leaving your baseball team and going and playing for somebody else and making a bunch of money and just coming back for the postseason. You just can't do that. You can't cherry pick, just play the Players' Championship and 4 majors. No, the members play all year to get to play in the Players' Championship. So I don't hold it against them. I hope that they're successful and they make a ton of money. But they're going to be doing it in a different league. If I have anything to say with it, and if our commissioner has anything to say about it, hopefully this too shall pass. The game moved on from Jack and Arnie. It's going to move on from Phil and Greg Norman and Dustin Johnson. It's going to move on from Davis Love. We're just trying to build this for the future and not have it get torn down by something that is breaking a rift in our business right now.
And obviously someone from the LIV Tour is reaching out to players nonstop. Are you anybody else in the PGA Tour reaching out to players to tell them don't go? Are you doing that or what?
Yeah, we're talking to players, giving examples like the Tour is doing with the stat that I just gave you about how much money somebody can make on the PGA Tour. They're telling them the opportunities. They're showing them the new schedule. They're showing them the plans for the future. And they're also, which Commissioner Monahan's been doing for over a year, saying, look, if you break the rules, these are also the consequences. So as long as you understand that, yes. But Greg Norman said yesterday it's a closed shop. Well, that's just not true. If they're recruiting guys currently, they would have to push somebody out to put the next guy in. So it's not over. It's going to be a court fight. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail and we can coexist. They're not going to merge, or they're not going to buy the PGA Tour. Like Max Homa said, you can't buy my dream. Hopefully something will work out in the future where they can go do their thing and we can do ours. And a kid coming out of college like Greg Norman, you have to make a choice. Do you want to go play for money, or do you want to come play for history? And you have to make that decision.